I'm assuming there's going to be bloopers, so that's fine.
Probably. Go ahead, Tommy.
Hi, my name's Tommy Miller. I'm from Void King. I'm going to give you my rig rundown today. First, let's start with my brand new guitar, which is where I'm going to start because I'm most excited about it. This is a one of one from JML Guitars in Indianapolis. He calls it the Harpoon. I've called it the Barotone because I love a nice pun for myself. As you can see, it's kind of a monster. We came up with the shape together. Everything's custom. Everything's exactly the way I wanted it. So it's day 3 of me owning this guitar. And I'll put all the specs and give them to Chris so you can see the rundown. But yeah, this is pretty much my dream guitar right here, and it's everything I love about metal and instruments. And yeah, so I'll give all those specs for you guys and put those in the description. My backup guitar is an ESP 401B, which is another V-shaped baritone guitar. It's a little heavier. Really, the only reason I replaced this is because this is the guitar I've always wanted. This is the precise guitar. This is a great guitar. This one crashed a train, and that's a real story. So yeah, check out the V401B from ESP. So that's what this guitar is. I play on a PV6505 Plus head with pretty much everything dimed out through here. Everything at 6s otherwise, and then my post just depends on where we're playing at. Yeah, I play on Egnator cabs, 2 of them. I play a full stack. For practice time, I have them both plugged in, but I have one behind the other with everything turned down really low. My pedal board's pretty simple and pretty messy right now. I got this pedal switcher so I can not have to tap dance. If anybody plays guitar, they know what I'm talking about. I got your typical tuner, a nice treble boost, my Russian clone here, my Horrors pedal that I bought from the band themselves, and my delay. So nothing fancy, and I let my distortion come off my head for most of it. So that's pretty much everything I've got, aside from my stupid backup vocals. But yeah, that's my rig rundown. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Derek from Void King, and this is my drum rig rundown. What you see here is a pretty basic setup. I learned to play drums along to like the Nevermind record when I was 14 years old, and this was pretty much what Dave Grohl used. So I've been accustomed to using a 4-piece kit forever. This is a Pearl Masters Maple Reserve drum set, 13 by 9, 16 by 16, and a 24 by 16. And then this snare drum is a Pearl Sensitone. I've actually had this one off and on since 1997, so this thing's almost 25 years old. Still a beast, and I love it. The cymbals are from Meinl. The crashes are the Classic Customs Dark. There's a 19 over here and a 20 over here. Plenty of crash sound, but with a little trash in them too. The Classics 22-inch medium ride. I actually fell in love with this ride cymbal because Trivett Wingo, the original drummer from The Sword, I loved his ride cymbal sound, and I asked the guy from Meinl what cymbal he used, and it's this one. So I got it because of that, and I've always loved the bell on it. The bell's huge. The hi-hats are 15-inch pure alloys from Meinl. Probably the best hi-hats I've ever owned, and I don't know that I'll ever play anything else, so it'll be 15s from now on. And then as far as heads go, it's Remo top and bottom all over the place. The pedals and all the hardware, it's also Pearl. The pedal is a Eliminator Solo double pedal with the black cam. And then the hi-hat stand is an Eliminator 2000 hi-hat stand. Sticks are the Vic Firth Kenny Aronoff model. I love those things. Plenty of reach, but they're kind of beefy too, so plenty of sound, and I don't have to work too hard to make the drums be loud. And then that is pretty much it, I guess, for the drum stuff. So thank you.
All right, I'm Jason from Void King, and this is my rig rundown. I use the podium I got from my old church, Chapelwood Baptist Church. I painted it white with Krylon paint. I got this book from the discount bookstore my friend Brian owns in Muncie. That's over on some street in Muncie. And basically, it's my pedal book. So I keep my pedals in here. These are voice conditioning pedals. You can see on my hands that I painted my stand recently. So this is the TC Helicon. This is a megaphone and distortion pedal that conditions my voice once in a while. I'll probably use this one way more than most of the pedals that I use. This one's the detuner and the doubling pedal. Also conditions my voice just slightly. And then it runs through a generic white cable that comes up to my Telefunken studio quality condensing on-stage live microphone. That's pretty much my rig rundown.
Hi, my name's Chris from Void King. Also, in case you were wondering if it was a different band, it's not. So I play bass. This is a 5-string Stingray. This is the HH specifically from the 2010s. I just learned today they made a new version for this year that's not as good apparently. It has dual noise canceling humbuckers, a active preamp in it, and a nickel nut, which is fun to say.
And I don't need to do anything.
I forgot the Johnny Bench.
Tap on the screen what you want to be in focus. Okay. And then I play out of a Hartke 8x10, and to power it, I've just got a PVI-PR 2000, and there's a sonic maximizer that goes right into that eventually. And for my pedal board, since I use a power amp, it's mostly on my pedal board, obviously. So I go into the tuner, out to the compressor. It's just kind of the typical MXR bass compressor, which is actually the same thing as the typical stereo studio compressor. They just rehoused it because everybody liked it. Into the B7K Ultra. That's more for my low-end distortion. The Sans amp is for the high-end distortion and a little bit more volume. And then it comes back to the KMA Tyler. And this is actually like a splitter, so I can just do my a low shelf into the Synth 1. And the Synth 1 is just kind of a fun little thing I've added recently. It all comes back to the Tyler, which is mixed together, to my Tonal Recall, which is like delay and reverb and other fun stuff. Everybody knows the Tonal Recall. Into, finally, the EQ, so I kind of help sit in a little bit better with the guitar player. And that splits out twice. Splits out to a DI box for the sound guy, and then to the Sonic Maximizer into the power amp, and mostly I play camera in this band.
Have a good time, everybody. Enjoy the show. If you're near a butt, please touch one.
Thanks everybody for hanging with us and checking us out. We are Void King. We will be back to play in front of your live face at some point in the near future. But for right now, we will come to you this way. So we appreciate you. Out We are Void King. Happy Wednesday.
See you in the Void Spring, bitches.